What is up, everybody? Tuesday, market opens in 17 minutes. Here is what I am looking at going into the open. So, start off on the bigger time frame. Obviously, yesterday we had a massive sell-off. Ran this 4-hour imbalance, but we did not displace through a low on the 4-hour really at all. We did here on ES, we get a market structure shift. And we put in a big SMT, NQ did not take these lows. ES did. And then in the overnight session, in the London session, we've put in another SMT at the bottom here from the bottom of the sell-off yesterday. ES has obviously come down a lot more since then. And then during the morning of New York, we've had big displacement up, leaving behind these two imbalances. And they are currently holding. And this is what's giving me my bias. These are currently holding, so I want to see high prices. I want to see the draw being higher. Even though overall, I think ES looks very much more bearish because of this displacement through the low. ES, it seems the draw is here, which is down here on NQ. It seems ES wants to draw towards this sell side at some point, but unsure on when. But ES looks a lot more bearish than NQ because NQ did not get through this low, which is something to keep in mind. We also did hold consequent, I don't know what I mean, a consequent encroachment, the midpoint of the wick, we held it or whatever. We didn't quite tap it on this big wick, but overall, I think I'm going to say I'm bullish, but I need to just see more. It's a very loose bias. We have got a double SMT at the lows, and we're respecting 1-hour bullish imbalances going into open. So what do I want to see? How do I want to trade it? Well, I want to see manipulation at lows to then see buy side get taken in this 4-hour imbalance. Potentially as well, this high could be turtle souped because it's the internal high that first touched this imbalance, the first retest of it. So this high could be souped and then we go lower on the bigger time frame. But as I said, it's a loose bias. ES looks a lot more bearish, but we are yet to come into this 4-hour imbalance or any 1-hour imbalance as a matter of fact. So there's a lot, certainly room up to this buy side on both, which is what I'm looking at in my opinion. But as I say, it's a loose bias because I'm really unsure. Because this 4-hour could, obviously we could wick all the way through it, but still hold bearish. But these 1 hours are holding bullish and we've got double SMT. So I really am unsure. We've got 13 minutes to open, so we'll see what happens and catch you then. Alrighty, so bit of a wild one. I'd like to say I took no trades because technically I didn't, but technically I did. It's not any trade on the XFA. As you can see, I'm logged into Tradeovate. We're still the same as where we were yesterday. But on the Combine, I accidentally pressed the button because when you right click, you obviously have your limit here and you stop and whatever. I wanted to set a limit and just press this. So accidentally got straight into a position, sold straight away again. I made like $40 on this. If you look here, I made like $45 on this. I pressed it on accident, sold it, 15 seconds later. And then the second trade up here, I tried to take like a turtle soup entry where I enter like half my position and then add more once I get the confidence to add more. But it's just to increase your fill and get better risk. So I added 2 contracts as soon as a high was taken. And then I instantly, once there was no clear reaction off of it, I closed it out for like a $27 loss. Like a minute and a half later, and then from there, no more trades were taken, and did $14 in profit. It shouldn't really. I'm torn. I don't know what to mark it as in my journal. Do I mark it as break even? Do I mark it as a loss? Do I mark it as a win? Or no trades? I'm really torn. And also, how do I journal it? Because I didn't have a clear risk on either of the trades. I just sort of winged it on both of them. But my account balance has increased from here, so I really don't know what to do because we're up $14. But overall, no trades, no proper trades. And we'll talk about it now. So, market open, right as this candle closed, this one opened, left a 15-minute imbalance, and we had closed above this 15-minute imbalance. So to me, that's like, right, my loose bear, I had a loose bullish bias. That is now been confirmed. It's been validated. My bullish bias has been validated. 15-minute imbalance has been made after disrespecting this 15-minute imbalance. We've got the displacement because displacement leaves fair value gaps. We're respecting this 1 hour imbalance right here still. You know, SMT at the low, SMT at this low. Buy side rested here. So I had a loose bullish bias, and that got validated at market open because this imbalance got ran through on the 15-minute, and this was created. Market then opened, and quick sell-off. ES, a bigger sell-off right here, all the way down to these lows. SMT got put in place straight away. This imbalance got ran right at open, and there was a 1 minute bearish change in the state because this move higher I was seeing it as a manipulation leg from these highs. These highs got taken before open on ES. Right there. But those same highs didn't on NQ. Then I was like, okay, oh my god, SMT in the imbalance, changing the state, inverse. I wanted to put on the combine the small. I wanted to put a small limit order here, targeting just here. That's what I wanted to do. Because again, market moved quick on open, so I was like, right, I'll do that. And then what I just shown you on Top Step X was I accidentally pressed. I went here and I pressed this, and then I went to go and press. Obviously, it's a limit sell, and then I wanted to sell two. But what I actually did was just right click and press market sell two. So I got right into a position here, 515.75, right here, and then I got out at 508.25. So there. So yeah, that was an accident. I just left it. I got out because I didn't want to. It was not a legitimate trade, so I got out of it. I didn't want to have it, so I just closed it straight away. Ended up being $40 profit. And then once this candle came up and then closed, putting in the bullish SMT, I remembered, hang on, I'm bullish here. So I got rid of the order. I got into the position on accident, got out straight away, put the order down, and then got rid of it. Didn't want to take it. And that was the right decision because this SMT didn't really hold. We pushed past that high pretty much straight away. That was not a valid trade. And I didn't take it. I accidentally got in, I got out, then I cancelled the order. I didn't take it. I recognise I'm bullish here. And then price ran up and took out this 1 hour high right here. And if you remember me saying, I said this could be turtle soup because it's the first high in the imbalance on the 1 hour that we tapped into. And there was also an SMT at the time. I was like, I want to see that turtle soup, get turtle souped. ES at the time had come down here and was respecting this 1 minute imbalance. That was the main driver. ES was holding a 1 minute bearish imbalance when NQ took the high, so I instantly sold half my position. I put a really tight stop, and it got stopped out, which is fine because at the end of the day, I only did that. I only did this because I had made money on this on accident. If I didn't have a slight buffer, I would have waited. I wouldn't have done a soup entry because I haven't back tested soup entries. I haven't practiced on demo soup entries. I don't really get soup entries. So it was just testing it out. But if this didn't happen, this wouldn't have happened either. This was an accident. I cancelled the limit order. I realised it was a dumb trade. But because I had that buffer, I thought I'd experiment with the soup entry. Didn't really like it. I don't think I'll do it again. It's not really worth it in my opinion. I think my risk is still good anyway. And then obviously that buy side was taken. We had legs up. This SMT was still in place. We still had an SMT from the open high as well, because obviously ES is a lot further down here, whatever. NQ's up here. So we had that SMT from open. We had this SMT from this buy side level, which is all the way up here on ES, as you can see. And then I was thinking, right, for me to actually take a short here, I would need to see this 5 minute round through. So where were we? We were like here. And I was like, right, okay. Buy side's been taken. SMT's been put in. ES is still far away. I need to see this 5 minute round through for me to actually take a trade. Because that would confirm the draw being lower. Boom. 5 minute run through. I scale in and I'm like, right, okay. Where can I enter now? I could enter on the pullback to the imbalance. Where would my stop go? At this high. This is way too big of risk. I am not taking a trade with that much risk anymore. That is just way too big. It's not refined. It's not a sensible stop. I need to see more structure form. I was like, right, these imbalances, we could get a reaction out of here. Where's equilibrium of the range? Let's see what we can do. Nothing happens. We come back down to this 15-minute imbalance again. That is so zoomed in. It holds again. This 5 minute from right before open held the whole time. We came into that 15 minute again. Then prices kept going up through imbalances. And for me I said, right, this imbalance could hold, but I'd need to see an SMT for me to take a trade. Because it gives me a place to put my stop. An internal SMT gives me a place to put my stop. That didn't happen. This high got ran through just after ES took this high anyway. No SMT there, and that is where I just called it for the day. And looking at the 5 minute now, it was the right decision. We came down, we put in the SMT, and even if I was fulfilling my long bias that I had going into open and took a trade off of this imbalance being run through, and then this change in the state, whether I entered here, which is probably where I would have entered, with a stop under the inverse. Where do I target? Buy side is there. Buy side is there. That's a lot of risk, and buy side is there. I'd have to target up there. And that doesn't make sense. It's not good risk. It's no proper trades today was the right decision. I'm glad I took it. I'm glad I took it. Well, I'm glad I took no trades. Sorry. I'm glad I took the position of no trades. I'm just waffling at this point. But when price action is like this, it's not what I want to trade. You know, I had a loose bullish bias. That was validated, but there was no opportunity to long. ES looks a lot more bearish anyway. We have got the double SMT. That is probably the reason we've gone up today. The SMT from yesterday's sell-off, and then the SMT from the morning. I can't get that right. Obviously, ES opened and put in the SMT. Even if I was trading like this, it's not good risk. It's not good risk at all. Where do you target from there? It's just not something I want to take anymore. Maybe me before would take a trade like that. Not anymore. Price is just looking really up and down and sideways and round and round. So no trades were taken, and that is the right decision. Obviously, we made a mistake, pressed the wrong button, got out straight away, realised that this sell was stupid anyway, tried to a soup entry because I had that initial profit, and then closed that out, locked myself out because this is not conditions I want to trade. Like, what is... That is the wrong tool. What is this? Maybe just look at a 5 minute. It's just... There's no clear direction. There's no clear drawn liquidity, in my opinion. I came in today with a loose bias. I came in today not really knowing where price wanted to go. And called it there. So that is a recap of the day. It is now 10:50 New York time, so I wouldn't trade now anyway. But that's it. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.